Hey guys, welcome back to another Shaving with Rich video. Today is actually going to be a lather review for a soap which I decided to give a try only because recently I used this Turkish Yuma razor and did a review on that. Surprisingly, for the price of what these things cost, I got a pretty decent shave out of it. So I thought, hey, it's only appropriate to do the soap review for that. So if you guys have not had a chance to see my review on the Yuma blade, it's a 3-piece razor. This is what it looks like, and I think you'll like the review. As far as the soap, this is also a Turkish soap, and it's Arko. So you guys have seen it. We'll see how it goes. It's a tallow-based soap, so it should be a decent lather. We'll see. It is as far as they give you like a little impression in the soap of this guy. The packaging kind of reminds me of you know, the cartoonish looks more kind of like classic, maybe, I don't know, like 50s. I could see this kind of being the type of advertising they would maybe use like in the 50s or something. Anyways, it's widely known, and since it is a harder soap, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna bloom it with some warm water. And I'm just gonna sit that puck right in the bowl here, so you can see that. Just set it in here for a minute, let it soften up. Alright, so I actually found it, I think it's going to be easier just to hold it in my hand and let it just fall into the bowl before I do the bowl lather on it. So that's how I'm going to do it. Alright, so you can see here, it's quite a bit of lather that it produced. This isn't all of it, but this is just a good showing of it. So, as far as lather goes on this, for sure, this is easy to lather. No question about it. As far as the quality of the lather, let's take a look at it right here. That looks like a pretty dang good quality lather. You can tell here it's pretty sturdy, it's thick. This would be a soap that I think definitely is very, very thick. Let's just see what we got here. So if you're looking for a soap that has a lot of cushion, and I don't think that this soap will break down very easily. So especially if you're like a straight shaver and it takes more time to shave, you have trouble with your soaps kind of starting to break down by the end of your shave. This is actually, I wouldn't say this is good. I would say that this is a great soap, quality wise, as far as thickness, cushion, slide, like glide, the feel on your face. It's excellent. Alright, so now we're going to do a whole different lather, and I'm going to do a face lather. For those of you guys that prefer the face lather and you're curious, like, well, how does the soap perform if I want to do a face lather? So I'm rinsing everything out. I'm going to give it another go for the face lather. Let me shake this brush off. It's one of my favorite parts of synthetic brushes. I love doing that. Alright, anyways. So we're just going to load this brush here. Alright, so that should be a decent load on the soap. So you can see that's in there good enough. And something that you would start with for a face lather. Now, to be fair, I will get my face wet, and we'll see what kind of face lather that we can work up here for you guys. So as you can see, really easy to lather. There's plenty more room to add more water, but this is very slick. Very slick. This would be a great performing soap on it. So I'd say that I know why people are fans of this soap. Alright, so yeah, as far as the soap goes, it's a great performer. For the money, you can't beat it. Very pleased with the way that it lathered up, both in the face lather and especially in the bowl lather. Performed great. Had all of the qualities that you would want. It was slick, a lot of slickness. There was tons of cushion. You could see that those peaks would stretch out. So if you are on a budget, this is a great soap. The only downside to it, and I will be honest, when given all my choices of soaps that I have, when I took the cap off and first smelled it, it hits you hard like cleaning products. It really smells like, I'm not a fan of the scent at all. I will say this, in fairness, once you start to lather it up and stuff, it does lighten down a bit, so it's tolerable. But I would have to say this is the worst smelling soap that I've reviewed yet, and probably the worst smelling soap in my den. But aside from that, everything else about this soap is amazing, and it's very affordable, and it's something I could tolerate if I was on a budget, especially if I had something else, maybe to mix with it or kind of enhance that aroma so it doesn't smell as much like a cleaner and it smells more lemony or citrusy. So for whatever it is, that's a straight shot from me on the review and what I personally think about Arko. I can see why a lot of people love it, and I can see why a lot of people hate it. But what you can't dispute is that it's an amazing it's an amazing value on the soap. Especially if you do your homework, you can find it pretty cheap. Thanks for watching, and if you feel like you want to give it a go ahead and give it a go. It's only a few bucks, and worst case you don't like it, you don't use it again, you only out a couple bucks. Best case, you find out that it does work for you, you don't mind the smell, and it's going to be a great performer for you, no doubt.